Okay, viewers, welcome back. So this is Workbench day number 2, trying to get some other modifications. We're going to install these casters to each leg of the workbench, making it mobile. So I've got the template on. Obviously, I've got it propped up on a sawhorse just to make access a little easier. So I'm going to get started with this leg, and I'll bring you in through my progress. So I'll be back. Now on these assembly instructions, again, I don't have a lot of faith in today's assembly instructions because there's very little wording and it's all visual, but I did watch a video on them as well. It showed them putting the casters together and then mounting them onto the bench. However, I'm going to take a different approach because if you install this stuff, it makes it very difficult to access the holes for screwing the mounting plate to the bench. So as you saw, I have the template already attached, so I'm going to put the mounting plate on and then assemble the caster. Be back. So after mounting this template, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the awl and punch a hole in the center of each hole to get the placement of the screws. I'll be back. Now they have sent us these mounting screws, and I am going to pilot, and I've chose this 1/8 inch bit to match the size of just the shank, leaving the threads exposed. So remember what I told you about selecting the right bit, is you want to hold it up to the screw and have it match the shank. Okay, and again, a good idea to pilot. A lot of the fasteners they send today are very soft metal, and you don't want to just throw this in there because you'll probably remount the head or strip the excuse me, I had to sneeze, I thought. So you'd end up stripping out the head where the bit goes in. So always a good idea to pilot. And as far as the orientation of the bracket, according to the diagram, it should go in like this. So this would be this here would be the top, this here would be the bottom. Okay, now with the template removed and our holes marked for drilling, we can take the drill here and pilot the holes. Now the key here is to hold the drill perpendicular in both this direction and this direction. It's kind of hard to do that sometimes with a piece tilted the way this is, but just be cautious, take your time. Okay, now we're just going to use the impact to send these screws home. I am using a number 2 Phillip bit and an impact. And then once this is installed, I can then assemble the caster. Be right back. Okay, so they do give you these goofy wrenches. The reason why I call them goofy is because when you're trying to use them and tighten them up, it makes it very difficult on the fingers to try and hold it in place and tighten it. So I've decided to go with what I have, which are some sockets and socket wrenches to make it easier on my hands, and I think to get them tightened better as well. So I'll be back. Okay, so we've got this mounted now. Just so you know, this little nut out here, I don't know why I'm calling it little, that's a 19 millimeter. I believe this nut in here is 16, but as you can probably see, you're not going to fit a wrench in there, so you have to use this funky wrench they send you and bear with the pain of holding it in place while you tighten that nut down. These are 10 millimeter, and the ratchet sets work great for mounting those. So now I'm going to duplicate this mounting process to the other 3 legs. So we'll be back. Okay, midway checkpoint. By the way, our buddy Corey is here with us today. So we're going to check to see if these work before we go on to the second legs. So you just step on it like that. I don't know if you saw that, but try and give you a better view. It does tell you to make sure you step in the middle of it. And yes, so good installation. It rolls back and forth. Those ones aren't installed yet, so it's going to be a little tough to move it. The only thing I found is you can't just get underneath there and lift that up. You have to do it by hand. Sorry about the cold. And then it puts it right back down on the ground. Exactly what we were looking for. So we're on to the last two. Be right back. Okay, so just a note for attaching these to the workbench. The only suggestion I might have is to switch these two outer screws below and above to actually bolts that go through the 2x4 or the wood leg and fasten on the other side. They went in really easy. I have a feeling that they have minimal strength based on the weight of this bench, which takes 2 people to lift, and they add weight to that as well. Not sure how these 6 screws are going to hold up. Not to mention that the hole that these go into is sort of a sloppy fit, so it's not tight either. So, you know, this is something that I might modify later, but I went ahead with the installation today because I don't have those bolts, but it is a thought in the back of my mind to replace those at some future date. Be right back. I also wanted to note that these casters are, 4 of them can support, I believe it's right here, 920 pounds, 230 pounds per caster. Now, I did look at some beefier ones, but it just got a little out of my range of what I was trying to do here. It became bulky. The moment you try and get something that holds more weight, it seems to change the mechanism. And I really like this flip top, press down type lifting, so I went ahead with that. I might regret that in the future. I'm not really sure. We'll have to see how much weight is actually going to be on this table at one point and see how these hold up. So back to finishing the installation of the casters. Okay, so we're back and have all the 4 casters installed. And I did test them out before I brought this to the video, but we'll just show you. You just step on those. And again, it does tell you to kind of concentrate on putting your foot in the middle of the lift. And now it's up and it's mobile. Now I'm going to move this before my ex-wife comes home, because she'll probably think when I was putting this together, she didn't say anything, but she probably thought, I wonder how long that thing's going to stay there. And then like I said, there's a few drawbacks, I think. One is, I don't think the bolts are very significant that hold these. The metal or steel that's used for these seems to be quite rugged. You do have to reach down, lift it up to undo it, because it doesn't work by just putting your foot underneath and lifting. But it was relatively easy to install. I probably give it about a 6 on a scale of 1 to 10. They were purchased on Amazon. That's from One Lap. Disappointing, thumbs down, made in China. Americans can make these products. I don't know why we don't try, but love to see things made in the USA. I really do. Just get concerned when we keep importing things, also importing our jobs. But that's a whole nother episode somewhere else. So now that this is mobile, we're going to move on to cutting out the bench for the equipment that drops in here. I'm going to cut this wood out here, drop this down onto this trough here, and then I'm going to cover the top of it with masonite, and I'm going to cover the bottom shelf with 1/2-inch sanded plywood so we can gain storage for equipment below. So I do want to thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. This is called Workbench 2, Installing Casters. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.